Assalamu alaikum, my dear students, my dear knowledge professionals, my dear knowledge workers, my dear knowledge managers. Ladies and gentlemen, let me welcome you to another session on knowledge management, and this is our session number 3. So far in the last 3 sessions, rather 2 sessions, we have been trying to understand, number 1, why all of a sudden there is a requirement that we should learn how to manage something which we really don't see, don't touch, and don't feel even sometime that it's there. And number 2, we are also trying to learn that ideas bring success. Okay. Then what is the success secret? Idea is made up of knowledge. Knowledge, I think we all know, raises the level of our competencies. Competencies and capabilities in the form of different types of knowledge. And we will learn what are those different types. But whatever is the type, at the individual level, जिसको आप कह लीजिए हमने कहा था personal capital, or the organizational knowledge, and let's call it organizational capital, companies' assets. And these assets, हमने कहा था, not their buildings, not their computers and equipments, not even their dollars in the bank account, or not even the book value of that company in the stock exchange. And we will compare then, what is the difference between a book value and a market value? But what we are trying to learn is that in the 21st century world, then is it really that you and me, at the individual level, have become even more important? And my answer to this question is yes. The person who leaves the gate of the factory, the person, the ladies and gentlemen who leave the office of the university, of an organization, of a government office, at the end of the day, I think he or she walks away for the evening, for the night, by taking part of the knowledge of that company, of the process, of the organization, of the customers, of the markets. And if he or she does not return tomorrow, walks away from the company, do you agree with me that some important knowledge has gone away? And now think of it. What are those creative industries which are coming up? हमने कहा था मैन्युफैक्चरिंग इंडस्ट्रीज, आपने मैनेजमेंट के कोर्स में भी लर्न की होंगी. सर्विस इंडस्ट्रीज, फिर हमने कहा दे आर बिकमिंग इंपॉर्टेंट. फाइन. फिर हमने कहा ओके, वी आर इंटरेस्टेड इन क्वालिटी ऑफ द प्रोसेस, सो द प्रोडक्ट्स एंड द सर्विसेज व्हिच आर डिलीवर्ड शुड बी ऑफ क्वालिटी. एंड नाउ वी आर टॉकिंग, and we have learned from Peter Drucker that the quality of knowledge and the quality of the productivity of the knowledge which person brings, which the individual brings. Ladies and gentlemen, people like you who contribute to the products, to the customers, to the markets of the company, and if they stop doing it, company may be in trouble. इस पर्सपेक्टिव और कॉन्टेक्स्ट में हम फिर ये भी देख रहे थे कि इस 21st century world, how we and you and me, how the youth, the young managers, the people who are competent in technology, the people who have an attitude of learning, people who are not afraid of using that innovative gadgets which keep on changing their functionalities every day, every quarter, how they can contribute to the third millennium enterprises companies of the 21st century so that they can learn their customers better. You can relate with their customers in a better way to give them better service and product. Knowledgeful service and knowledgeful product on behalf of the company. So in other words, the customers in Pakistan or around the world of a company, who is dealing with the customers of the company? And you know, customers are important for the company. They are the one who bring revenue. They are the one who are responsible for the profit. They are the one who contribute to the return on the investment. They are the one, accountant and finance managers in you are more interested in that how the revenue is coming. What is the cash flow saying? How does the balance sheet looks like? And how about the marketeers in you? They are very interested what is known as customer relation management to develop customer loyalty. And you are talking about the issues of the brand. How can I raise the brand equity? So these are some of the issues of the 21st century. All right. What were those major issues which we saw in the last lecture? Information explosion. Billions of websites full of information. So many database management systems. Customers' data, operations data, sales data, market planning data, payroll, performance. You keep on talking and you will see databases full of data. With this information explosion, cognitive revolution. The knowledge, the certificates, the diplomas, the degrees in Pakistan, outside Pakistan. Universities are coming to cities, to villages, to tehseels, and they are letting you know what they are offering. And here we are in Virtual University of Pakistan. Virtual University is taking this content through technology right where you are. In villages, small towns, big towns, everywhere, not only in Pakistan, around the world. So in other words, globe is the context now. Whatever you develop, whatever you deliver, whatever you learn, whatever you share, keep in mind, customers may be out there which you don't know. So it's a complex technologies, blend of technologies, information technologies, communication technologies, electrical and electronic technologies, nanotechnologies. Keep on thinking what are the new technologies which are coming up. With technologies, we talked about in the 21st century, a love for lifelong learning, a career of you and even me, that where we have to learn new skills. I'll share with you the story of that Pakistani chief executive who has been running his company for the last 40 years. Well established, well successful, and a leading company in Pakistan. And you know what he says now? That after 40 years serving as a chief executive, I have a plan now to step aside and learn 3 more new things. I'll talk about that, what he wants to learn at the age of 60. So that's why I said in 21st century, you should develop this passion for lifelong learning. Then all these cultures coming together, all these markets available to you, all these people talking through technology at a much faster rate, different values coming in contact with you. But are you ready to take the challenge? And that is one of the objectives of this course, to make you ready, to equip you with the latest knowledge, new trends, new ideas, and to let you know how you manage your personal capital. How about globalization? You will hear many things about it. But whether you like it or not, it's there. We'll talk more about it. But taking a look on the 21st century and the word in it, and believe me, in the word, you and me are there, the people. That's why I said, speaking of knowledge management, keep the PPT in mind. The people part, the process part, and the technology part. And I said, don't bring technology in front of process. Bring the people behind the process. Bring the people behind the technology and in front of the technology. To update it, to innovate it, to bring those knowledge-based products. Remember I showed you some knowledge-based product in the last session? More are coming up. And that's why I said, make a list of those creative industries. Think of it. What are those industries which are new only in the last 10 years or so, mid-90s and onward? So let us then focus, what are those major, and I'm calling them major 3 mega trends. So you remember them, add into your information, and see then if these are the trends, how are you going to adjust with these trends? Because you have to face this world. So are you ready to look at these mega trends then? Let's get ready and let's learn some new ideas. Add to your knowledge capital. Let it raise your personal capital. And you take this human capital, raise your market value. And that's what I say, manage what you know. And let it pay what you know in the market. These are the 3 mega trends, my dear students. Of course, we learned many of those in the 21st century world last time. But these 3 are the most important. Technology part. Okay? Networking. Do you agree with me that the whole world is now networked? Look at the internet. PCs connected together. And look at this mobile phone in your hand. In the hands of everybody. You know that plumber and electrician which comes to your house, at least to my house, at least in big cities, आप में से जो लाहौर, कराची, पेशावर, कोयटा में रहते हैं, वो प्लम्बर, वो इलेक्ट्रिशियन, हत्ता कि वो सफाई करने वाला, उसके पास भी मोबाइल फोन है. क्यों नहीं? Technology is one component to make you knowledgeful. Of course, reading and writing, we'll talk about the literacy as well, or the degree or the diplomas or the certificates or the new knowledge or the new skill set. But the first part we are talking here is networking. Speaking of networking, those of you from IT might have heard knowledge grids, grid computing. बिजली के grids तो आपने सुना, वापडा के grids, you know, जहां मुख्तलिफ डायरेक्शन से, मुख्तलिफ पावर हाउसेस से इलेक्ट्रिसिटी एक जगह आकर उस ग्रिड पर इकट्ठी हुई, कलेक्ट हुई, and then it is distributed in different parts of the city, different parts of the town. That's why we're talking about now the grid computing. How can we put the computing powers of millions of computers, or maybe thousands of computers, depending upon how big the grid is, so that one can use this power? And then the knowledge in that grid is also called knowledge grid. But speaking of the technology and the networks, पाकिस्तान में मोबाइल फोन के कितने प्रोवाइडर्स हैं, उनका अपना अपना नेटवर्क है. आप एक नेटवर्क से दूसरे नेटवर्क पर जब कॉल करते हैं, डेटा ट्रांसफर करते हैं, एसएमएस भेजते हैं, पहला इशू क्या आता है? परफॉर्मेंस. डू यू गेट कनेक्टेड? योर कॉल ड्रॉप्स और नॉट? डज द डेटा ट्रांसफर इन द शॉर्टेस्ट पॉसिबल टाइम? परफॉर्मेंस. तो नेटवर्किंग के अंदर फिर इमीडिएटली क्या इशू आ गया? परफॉर्मेंस, कनेक्टिविटी. Look at all these ads which you see in the newspaper. We are connected in 1,000 cities of Pakistan, in 1,000 villages of Pakistan. We have covered these many villages. Connectivity. And how about that provider, mobile service provider, phone provider, who can get you connected all over the world? Because connectivity is very important. So speaking of networks then, technology networks, connectivity is important. And the third issue, speaking of technology, is the portability. आप में से once again जो IT या communication के, telecommunication के students हैं, how can you make this technology portable? वो जो issues थे कि जी आपके legacy systems जो हैं वो portable नहीं हैं, एक सिस्टम से दूसरे सिस्टम पर जाते हो, ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम चेंज होता है, आपका सॉफ्टवेयर, आपका डाटा पोर्टेबल नहीं है, एक हार्डवेयर की कॉन्फ़िगरेशन दूसरे हार्डवेयर की कॉन्फ़िगरेशन के साथ मैच नहीं कर रही. कस्टमर डजंट केयर अबाउट इट. नाउ कस्टमर, you as a consumer, you as a knowledge worker demands, let the network be portable. 2, 3, 4 जो प्रोवाइडर हैं, सर्विस प्रोवाइडर, वो कैसे आपस में कनेक्ट करते हैं, I have no concern, but technology should be connected, it should be portable, and my life should become easy. My information, my data, my expertise, let it go wherever I like without any interruption. अच्छा, ये तो बात होगी टेक्नोलॉजी के नेटवर्क्स की. Do you feel that social networks are also important? Remember I said people to me are the most important part of knowledge management. Social network. जरा गौर कीजिएगा पाकिस्तान के अंदर, and it's all over the world. In a given, let's say textile sector, how many people are networked together? एक फैमिली के 5 लोगों ने एक टेक्सटाइल यूनिट बनाया, उनमें से 2, 3 और फैमिली के कुछ लोगों से मिल गए, दोस्तों से मिल गए, एक दूसरा यूनिट बना दिया, उनमें से 3 और एक तीसरे ग्रुप के साथ मिल गए, नेटवर्क्ड. And at the end of the day, what it looks is, textile sector, most of the people are networked together. Do they get power out of it? Social power. Sometimes they influence the policies of the government. And let me say, sometimes they influence the price of the product in the market. Think of the sugar industry. People get network. For good or for bad, that's a different story. But networks are important. And those of you who will study organization theory for organization development, you will come to know social network theory. How people get network. Remember those tribes and communities? Remember how people are networked in the villages? That's what we're talking. It gives you performance. You get connected. And easily the information passes on, the expertise passes on, the wisdom passes on. देखिए मैंने 3 चीजें कह दी. Information, expertise, wisdom. तीनों का ताल्लुक knowledge से है. Let's move on. Information and knowledge work. The work is becoming more knowledgeful. Processes are becoming more important. And remember in ISO also we asked you be innovative, continuously improve. The work has become information intensive. सोचिए, the kind of work which you are involved now, as compared to maybe your uncle or father or brother working in the offices 10 years ago, 20 years ago, even in Pakistan, you need to know more. Look at the subjects which have been added in the curriculum. You need to know more subjects. Look at the information which is required. एक वक्त होता था कि people living in Lahore really did not know what is going on in the other cities of Punjab. Information transfer, data transfer was either not present or negligible. When I first went to United States and I told them I've come from Pakistan, in class of 40 of PhD students, hardly there was anyone who knew where Pakistan is. But how about now? Information of Pakistan, good or not so good, is known all over the world, across the globe. And the third part, we should remember it and face it, and get ready to face it, globalization. The markets have become global. Barriers are dropping day by day. Of course, there are some issues of tariffs and barriers. Less developed countries are not being given the fair share of globalization as compared to the developing countries. But you need to learn how to play this game. This game of globalization, sometimes we call it WTO. Well, it's going to stay. And you know the way our Prime Minister says, globalization is a phenomenon, you can't hide from it. It is better that you ride the tide. Otherwise, this tide will blow you away. And I think this is true. Let's learn how to produce quality products which can be sold at the global level. Let us learn that type of knowledge which can be made available to the market in Pakistan and across Pakistan and outside Pakistan. Globalization of products coming out from China, maybe going to a free port in Dubai, and how about a free port in Gwadar? And then all the way to South America. You develop a value chain, a supply chain. Sometime I say about textile sector. Cotton is grown in Sahiwal. Cotton thread is made in Patoki. Cotton fabric is made in Faisalabad. Cotton is finished in Italy. Design is made in Italy. Then it is shifted to China for manufacturing. And you have a beautiful cotton dress to be sold in the markets of Europe or North America. You have a supply chain. Look at all these jeans and jackets. Pakistan is exporting to many countries of the world, and the customers there do not know from where this product is coming. It's a global world. So please think of it, how you can become a responsible global citizen. How about resources and labor? The work will flow, the information will flow where the labor will be cheap. Resources will be cheap. आपने कई दफा सुना होगा, पाकिस्तान के अंदर, you make a phone call from Lahore, someone answers from Karachi. वो जी मैं तो ऑर्डर प्लेस करना चाहता था पिज़्ज़े का लाहौर में, और कराची वाला आपको जवाब देता है फिक्र ना कीजिए, आप मुझे एड्रेस दीजिए. बल्कि सम टाइम व्हेन यू गिव योर फोन नंबर, ही गिव्स यू द एड्रेस. जी मेरी डेटाबेस कहती है आप इस एड्रेस पर हैं. इज दैट ट्रू? और सम टाइम ही टेल्स यू, यू आर मिस्टर सो और मिस सो. ओके जी, द पिज़्ज़ा और द बर्गर विल बी रेडी and be delivered to your home in 25 minutes. You don't know where the call is going. The call will be going where the labor and the resources and the technology is cheap. Customers in the United States, customers in Australia, they make a phone call and the call comes to Lahore. Customer doesn't know. Call center का नाम आपने सुना होगा. A call centers have hired young people. और बाज़-औक़ात मुझे हैरानी भी होती है और खुशी भी होती है. O level and A level के स्टूडेंट्स दिन को स्टडी करते हैं, रात को जॉब करते हैं 5 घंटे 6 घंटे, and they earn 25,000-30,000 rupees because their English is good. English has become an international means of communication. And then, is it international of a British accent? Is it English of an American accent? Is it English of an Australian accent? I mean, some of the markets. Do you know Spanish? Okay, we put you for South America. Do you know German language? Do you know French language? Now, knowing the German language has opened new doors for you. Part-time job. इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि लैंग्वेज लर्न करना भी part of the globalization है. So my dear students, this is a new economy. It's not an economy based on what? Labor, infrastructure, land, capital? No. Those factors of production आपने economics में पढ़े होंगे. It's a network knowledge economy. It's an economy where I'm using my mobile phone. I'm sending SMS और सर्विस प्रोवाइडर कह रहा है कि ज्यादा आप SMS भेजेंगे तो आपको इन रिटर्न बोनस पॉइंट्स मिलेंगे. Economy. Think of it the way you are using a mobile phone to read your emails, to send some data. It's a network economy. It's a global economy. And please notice, it is an interdependent economy. That's why I say that when you manage your knowledge, you're not going to live in isolation. पहले तो आप कहते थे जी हम लाहौरी के कस्टमर्स को, कराची के कस्टमर्स को डील करते हैं. कराची is a fast-paced city. Lahore, medium-paced city. Multan, comparatively less-paced city. Things are developing faster. Now here you are dealing with a city like New York, city like Sydney, interdependent. अच्छा, फिर एक और बात आ रही है interdependence के अंदर. Cultures are coming in contact. Remember connectivity? Languages are coming in contact. एक मुल्क के अंदर उनकी ethics ये कहती है कि please don't call me, and if you call you, I'll sue you. So you have to be very careful to make a phone call which is called a sale call. दूसरे ममालिक का कल्चर ये है कि people are happy, but sometime when Pakistani young man calling a customer in UK, and the customer in UK starts speaking in Urdu, or even sometime in Punjabi. And you're selling your products, you're selling your services. So when the economy is interdependent, उसका मतलब क्या हुआ? उसका मतलब ये हुआ कि छोटे ममालिक और बड़े ममालिक. अब ममालिक, countries and their size does not matter in terms of land. Countries smaller and the larger, less developed and more developed. What is the benchmark? What is the parameter to compare? Knowledge and information. If you know about it, they'll speak to you. And you are interdependent. Can I say it's a location independent? मैंने अभी कहा था ना, customer calling from Washington in Lahore. Rather, let me say, customer walks into the Washington office, he talks to the front person of the company, and the front person of the company is sitting in Ewana Iqbal, Lahore. Let me give you the specific location. But they don't know. Location independent. Ye example virtual university ki again. You don't know from where these lectures are coming. You know virtual university is in Lahore. But is it location dependent that you can only listen to these lectures in Lahore? No. So my dear students, when the world is interconnected, networked, interdependent, location independent, जिसको आप कह लीजिए virtual world, तभी इस यूनिवर्सिटी का नाम है virtual university. So how are we going to live when I'm living in my village but I'm not living there? I'm well connected. I can even sometimes deliver my lecture while staying in a village. You know, professors travel around, और जब वो लेक्चर का टाइम होता है, पाकिस्तान में भी होने लगा है, through video conferencing. Students are sitting in Singapore, professor in Lahore. At a given time, you give a lecture, question answer, location does not matter. So in this kind of world, then how are we going to deal with it? Let me share with you some data. Remember, data, information, knowledge. और चौथा पार्ट क्या है? पर्सनल कैपिटल कह लीजिए, आपकी विजडम कह लीजिए. ये एक इक्वेशन डेवलप करेंगे और फिर देखेंगे क्या ये लीनियर है या इसको हमें एक्सपोनेंशियल और साइक्लिक बनाना है. लेट मी शेयर दिस डेटा इन नंबर्स. Data could be numbers, could be images, could be text. Data could be in the form of your audio file. Remember MPEG and JPEG? And about data could be in terms of feelings. अभी feelings को measure करने का कोई equipment नहीं आया. लेकिन आप मुझे बताइए, क्या feelings, emotional intelligence जिसको कहते हैं, क्या feelings data नहीं होता? आपका चेहरे का कलर बताता नहीं है? Data. But let's right now, for easiness, let's talk in numbers. Here I have 10 countries out of 15 who are largest in land size. जिनका geographical mileage, physical space जिनकी ज्यादा है पूरी दुनिया में. We're talking about the globe, not Pakistan anymore. Please think of the globe. Okay जी, दुनिया में साइज के एतबार से, लैंड के एतबार से डाटा मैं आपको दे रहा हूं, इंफॉर्मेशन आप जनरेट करेंगे. पहला डाटा मैं आपको क्या दे रहा हूं? डाटा टेबल कि जी साइज के एतबार से, लैंड साइज, रशिया इज नंबर 1, 13% ऑफ द वर्ल्ड. यानी पूरी दुनिया का अगर आप हुदूद अरबा निकाल लें, यहां 1000 स्क्वायर किलोमीटर के हिसाब से लिखा हुआ है आपके सामने इस टेबल में. रशिया हैज द लार्जेस्ट साइज इन लैंड, 13%. चाइना नेक्स्ट, 7%, 7.2. So 20% of the world land is in 2 countries. Fine. Canada, number 3. Look at Brazil. खास तौर पर नोट कीजिएगा ब्राजील, नंबर 5. ब्राजील हमसे मिलता जुलता है. इनके लोग, इनकी हैबिट्स, इनका कल्चर खासा मिलता है. और ब्राजील मुझे इसलिए भी अच्छा लगता है कि there is a company there. Remember I told you I'll take you around the world. I'll give you knowledge. Now you may take it as a piece of wisdom, you can think of it as an information, or you just think of it as a data and throw it away. That's up to you. किसी के लिए वो चीज कापियों का हिस्सा, नोट्स का हिस्सा बनती है, and then it's thrown away. किसी के लिए वो चीज मेमोरी का हिस्सा बनती है, किसी को वो दिल में जगह देता है. डिपेंड करता है. ब्राजील की मैं बात कर रहा था. There is a company in Brazil, and please visit its website, www.semco.com. मैं इस कंपनी का सेल्समैन नहीं हूं, but it's a unique company. It's an engineering company, पंप वगैरह बनाती है जो मुख्तलिफ फैक्ट्रीज में यूज होते हैं, और भी बहुत सारे प्रोडक्ट्स हैं उनके. But believe me, this company, Semco, is a unique company. The chief executive of this company is an MBA from Harvard Business School. But you know, there is no CEO. Find out how they run their company. Employees fix their salaries. Employees make their knowledge plans. Employees come up innovation in the knowledge without the permission of the boss. Employees set their bonus and increment. आप कहेंगे ये कैसी कंपनी है? मैं इससे ज्यादा डिटेल नहीं देना चाहता. जो चीफ एग्जीक्यूटिव है इस कंपनी का, रिकॉर्डो सेमलर उसका नाम है. He has written 2 books, very good books. पहली किताब तो उसने कई साल पहले लिखी थी, मैवरिक. दूसरी किताब उसने जो अभी साल पहले लिखी, 7 Days Weekend. Being a chief executive, he is giving you a recipe, piece of advice, knowledge, especially those of you who are head of the department, and if some of you are already chief executive of the company, senior people, please read this book. Many chief executives of the big companies like IBM and Sony and big companies of the world, they come to Brazil and visit his company. 7 Days Weekend. He tells you, how can you have a weekend every day? You don't have to wait for Sunday. It is through empowered people. But anyhow, Brazil, we'll compare this with Pakistan. We have to learn many lessons from it. So Brazil is the 5th in size of land. And as you go on, number 10, you can see here is the Algeria. So I've given you the information. No, it's a data on the land. Let me give you the data on population. Out of 15 largest countries in terms of population, the data tells us, in terms of millions, China is number 1. 21% of the world population lives in China. But please notice, number 5 again, Brazil. In other words, these 5 countries, China, India, USA, Indonesia, and Brazil, these 5 countries of the world have 51% of the total population of the world. That is an information which I have generated from this table of data of population. Please notice country number 7, Pakistan. Pakistan is coming up on the world map. Let us use it as a strength. क्या strength है हमारी? Population. It's a challenge. Please don't think of it as a weakness. We are on the world map, 7 in number. How can we transform these human resources? What kind of reading and writing and computing? And what kind of analytical skills we can give to the people of Pakistan, you and me together, so we can be proud of this country even further. That is the data which I'm giving you. Now, combine the data on land and data on population. Think of it in terms of globe. Don't we have, or can't we create some competitive advantage? Yes, we can. Let's look at the literacy data. अभी मैंने आपको डाटा नंबर्स में दिया था. अब ये डाटा किस में आ रहा है? इमेज के अंदर. So data could be in any form, but it's a fact. This is the literacy data. Take a look on the table of 1900. सारी दुनिया रेड कलर में नजर आ रही है. Less than 30%. Notice the green part only in Canada, USA, and Australia, and some part of Europe, Western Europe. This is how it looks in 1992. Still some part of Africa, less than 30% literate. People, the countries, and the globe, they're trying to learn. Let's look at the third example here. Comparing the countries of the world on the basis of the literacy and knowledge. I've given you the example and comparison of 2 countries. Ghana in Africa and Republic of Korea, South Korea in Asia. Remember I said I'll take you on the globe. You have to think as a knowledge worker, part of the globe. All right, ji, Ghana in Africa, Korea in Asia. 1965, compare कीजिए, up to 1965, घाना और कोरिया दोनों का physical capital और human capital, size of the country and size of the population, तकरीबन same. 1965. But please notice in 2000, जो black curve है, वो आपको डिफरेंस शो कर रहा है फिजिकल और ह्यूमन कैपिटल का 35 इयर्स के अंदर. कैसे दोनों मुल्कों ने तरक्की की. ऑलराइट, बट प्लीज नोटिस द कोरिया. सी द डिफरेंस दे हैव मेड, एंड दैट डिफरेंस इन टर्म्स ऑफ वेल्थ ऑन द लेफ्ट हैंड साइड इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन पॉवर्टी एंड वेल्थ. नॉलेज इज द प्रीरिक्विजिट ऑफ आइडियाज. Ideas converted into products brings profit, wealth, prosperity. That is what Korea has gone farther away as compared to Ghana. So in other words, my dear students, I showed you the data of Pakistan, 7th in population in the world. Let us add into the knowledge component, literacy component, things can make difference. And who will do that? The people like you. In the organizations, in the society, at home, wherever the organization you are working for. That's why I'm saying Pakistan switch to the tech haves. Remember, in economics we used to talk about haves and have-nots. On the basis of what? On the basis of dollars, rupees, financial capital. Not anymore. Look at all these financial institutions. You have capital to start your business. You have capital to buy the assets. In fact, they will become partner with you and will give you the recipe if you are ready to launch a business. Capital is no longer a problem. Pakistan's switch to the tech haves critically depends on knowledge. How new technology, new innovation in the process, new technology-based, knowledge-based product in biotechnology, in electrical technology, in manufacturing technology, in welding technology, in gas technology, in steel you keep on naming it. और मैंने अभी जो नाम लिया था क्रिएटिव टेक्नोलॉजी, लिस्ट बनाइए कौन सी इंडस्ट्रीज हैं क्रिएटिव टेक्नोलॉजीज के अंदर. People who think out of their mind, design work. Professor Peter Drucker says, and said it mid-90s. What did he say? That knowledge has become the key resource for the nation's military strength as well as for its economic strength. It is fundamentally different from those resources which are traditional. And what are those traditional resources, my dear students? Land, labor, and financial capital. We need systematic work on the quality of the knowledge and the productivity of the knowledge. Two things: quality of the knowledge and the productivity of the knowledge. Remember I said knowledge gets outdated. आपके पास knowledge किस लेवल का है? अब यहां डिफरेंस आएगा. आपने अपने गांव के स्कूल से क्या लर्न किया, तहसील के स्कूल से क्या लर्न किया, बैरियर तो नहीं है. आपने वर्चुअल यूनिवर्सिटी का कौन सा कोर्स लर्न किया, आपने अमेरिका की किस यूनिवर्सिटी से लर्न किया. You make the advantage, competitive advantage at the personal level. So quality of knowledge and the productivity of knowledge. How did you put your knowledge into action? अभी हमने न नॉलेज की डेफिनेशन की है, न नॉलेज मैनेजमेंट की डेफिनेशन की है. अभी तो हम देख रहे हैं कि डाटा और इंफॉर्मेशन और नॉलेज कैसे ग्लोबल लेवल पर, इंस्टीट्यूशनल लेवल पर, इंडिविजुअल लेवल पर, हाउ इज इट मेकिंग डिफरेंट. अभी तो मैं ग्राउंड सेट कर रहा हूं. प्रोफेसर पीटर ड्रकर ये कहता है क्वालिटी ऑफ नॉलेज एंड प्रोडक्टिविटी ऑफ नॉलेज एंड द परफॉर्मेंस कैपेसिटी, दिस इज द सर्वाइवल. इफ नॉट द सर्वाइवल ऑफ एनी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इन द नॉलेज सोसाइटी, it will come increasingly to dependent on these two factors. He's talking back in 90s. He has expired, Professor Peter Drucker, a couple of years ago. But he was a very futurist management specialist. We will talk about Peter Drucker many times. Innovation and productivity. उसने कहा था ना, quality of knowledge and productivity of knowledge. दोनों important है. Productivity of knowledge is raising the organizational capital. Quality of knowledge is raising the personal capital. What type you know, how much you know, who do you know, what kind of skills do you know, and then how can you put it to come up with an innovative methodology, innovative technology, innovative product, innovative service, creative service. The source of wealth is specifically human knowledge. इसीलिए I'm more interested to speak in this course for the knowledge workers and the learning organizations. और learning organization उनकी buildings, उनकी machinery, उनके computers learn नहीं करते जनाब. Learning organization, we'll talk about that, a concept given by Professor Peter Sanjay. Learning organization is the one, the people in the organization, they keep on learning. And that's why the organization learn. Knowledge applied to the tasks, we already know how to do it, is productivity. इसलिए हम कहते हैं process को improve कीजिए. Productivity improve हो जाएगी. How to cut down on customer complaint, how to cut down on the new product innovation cycle, product development cycle, how to cut down on the amount of electricity used for a given number of products. Productivity. More output in a given time, in a given input. और तीसरा issue क्या है? According to Professor Peter Drucker, that knowledge applied to the tasks that are new and different. So in other words, we are talking about invention and innovation. Invention is difficult. Creativity is much more difficult. But of course we have in Pakistan many creative people. Good architects, good designers. But innovation is comparatively easy. You know the person who invented bulb? क्या नाम था उसका? आया ज़हन में? Edison, Thomas Edison. He made 1007 experiments. And then he became successful. उसकी फैमिली, उसके फ्रेंड्स उसे कहते थे, यंग मैन, उसे कहते थे, भाई मेरा ख्याल है तुम्हारा तो दिमाग चल गया है. दिमाग ही तो यूज हो रहा है. माय डियर स्टूडेंट्स, दिमाग ही के चलने का वक्त आ गया है. दिमाग चल नहीं गया. दिमाग विल बी वर्किंग फास्ट so you can deliver knowledge, put in action, innovative product, innovative idea, innovative system. So in other words, the forces which are shaping our future is that we know that the world is changing fast. Every day, new services, new products, new business models. Look at the competition. कभी सुना था कि गोश्त और अंडे और प्याज और आलू एक ऐसे मुल्क से आ जाएंगे कि जिस मुल्क के साथ हम समझते थे कि हमारे ताल्लुकात ही अच्छे नहीं है. वो दरवाजे जो 50-70 साल से बंद थे, आई एम सॉरी, ओपनिंग अप. न्यू माइंडसेट, न्यू वे ऑफ डूइंग थिंग्स. प्लीज डोंट गेट अफ्रेड, बट व्हेन इट बिकम्स दैट यू हैव टू फेस दिस वर्ल्ड, थिंक ऑफ इट. हाउ फास्ट एंड व्हाई? सो हाउ फास्ट कैन आई डू थिंग्स? Of course, I can make mistake, but I will learn from my mistakes. And when you learn from your mistakes, is it not you're learning and you're getting new knowledge? And then, why should I do it? Because it will raise my personal capital. Why should I sit and learn this course, this new skill set, this new language? मैंने अभी बात कही थी, Italian, Spanish, German language की, Arabic language की. And my dear students, those of you living in smaller towns, please speak good English. Please don't tell me it is difficult. If I can do it, so can you. I come from a village. मेरे गांव में तो बिजली भी नहीं थी जब मैं पढ़ा करता था, मैट्रिक में. अंग्रेजी पता है मैंने 6ठी क्लास से लर्न करनी शुरू की. आप लोग तो केजी और प्रेप से लर्न कर रहे होंगे. 21st century. So please don't tell me it is difficult. Yes, if you're ready to take this challenge. English is now a means of international communication. अगर आप अंग्रेजी अच्छी बोल लेंगे, इस बोलने के पैसे भी आपको मिल जाएंगे. मैंने अभी आपको नाम लिया था ना, कॉल सेंटर्स. ट्राई कीजिए कभी. अपने कस्बे में, गांव में, तहसील लेवल पर कॉल सेंटर बना लीजिए. Go around. We'll talk about that. मैं बहुत सारी टिप्स जल्दी नहीं देना चाहता आपको. We'll talk about that how can you run a new business wherever you are. Step back and see and examine what I'm going to show you in the next few slides. Number 1, last year, the number of transistors, अच्छा ट्रांजिस्टर हर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक गुड्स के अंदर, टेक्नोलॉजिकल बेस्ड गुड्स के अंदर यूज हो रहे हैं. नंबर ऑफ ट्रांजिस्टर्स प्रोड्यूस्ड वर मोर than the number of rice grain. चावल के दानों से ज्यादा ट्रांजिस्टर मैन्युफैक्चर किए गए जनाबे वाला. Think about it. See, largest population is living in Asia. एशिया को गरीब ना समझिए. Asia has become all of a sudden a tiger. So let us become a tiger and a part of economy based on knowledge. And notice now, 355 million people speaking which language? Urdu. Think of it, people who are online, young people. ये data है ना? What kind of business model you can make? Use your information and expertise. Develop some knowledge for yourself so that you can have your own idea. So if these are the kind of people online, dealing with computers, living in Asia, what can you provide them? Think of those creative products and services. Or maybe working in the company. How can you supply your products focusing on the Asian market? SAARC region, ASEAN region. ये तो एशिया के ही है ना. Notice the electronic products, ट्रांजिस्टर से बने हुए प्रोडक्ट. गौर से देखिए, मोबाइल फोन, टीवी सेट, रेफ्रिजरेटर्स, आईपॉड्स, पीडीएस. और कहते ये हैं कि लोग अब न्यूज़पेपर को भी वेब के ऊपर पढ़ते हैं. वो जो हार्ड कॉपी है ना न्यूज़पेपर की, पाकिस्तान में भी बहुत सारे लोग उसी न्यूज़पेपर पर पढ़ते हैं, लेकिन बहुत सारे लोग हैं जो न्यूज़पेपर्स को भी अब उसकी ई कॉपी अवेलेबल है, उसकी सॉफ्ट कॉपी अवेलेबल है. नोटिस what this data is telling you and what this word, 21st century word is telling. See the supply chain. मैंने अभी कहा था ना, मैन्युफैक्चर कहीं हो रहा है, उसको कहीं शिप किया जा रहा है, वेयर हाउस कहीं पे बना हुआ है, फ्री पोर्ट के ऊपर, डिलीवरी उसकी दी जा रही है, और रिटेलर उसके यूरोप और अमेरिका के अंदर हैं, और वहां से फिर वो ऑल ओवर द वर्ल्ड. आई मीन, आई नो मेनी पीपल, पाकिस्तानी, the manufacturers are in China through the web. They take the product, orders from the customers, use the delivery courier services and sell it to the product. They develop a value chain. Many companies are developing. Supply chain management is a new area which is in management opening up. Management has become one of the important disciplines. Learning. You discover new knowledge. You plan for the markets again, depending upon the new knowledge. Put this plan in action. Remember हमने PDCA की बात की थी? Planning, you know, then you plan, and then you put into action. You deal with your customers, you analyze. जब आप analyze करते हैं तो वहां क्या होता है? You gain new information. Again, the role of knowledge, role of your expertise, role of your competency. Organizations are becoming more dependent on knowledge workers. Let's face it. And that is the last slide I'm going to show it, my dear student. Let's face it. Number one, like it or not, globalization is there. Number two, suppliers just a click away in China, in Australia, in Indonesia, in Malaysia. Technology. कौन सी? Biotechnology? Nanotechnology? ग्रिड टेक्नोलॉजी, इंफॉर्मेशन टेक्नोलॉजी. मैंने बहुत सारी टेक्नोलॉजीज की बात की ना. बिजनेस डिसइक्विलिब्रियम. अभी आ जाएगा जनाब ओवरनाइट कोई कंपटीटर, आपकी बिजनेस गड़बड़ हो जाएगी. सो डेवलप न्यू इक्विलिब्रियम. कंपटीशन ऑन क्वालिटी, कंपटीशन ऑन वैल्यू, कंपटीशन ऑन स्पीड. हाउ फास्ट कैन यू डिलीवर सप्लाई चेन? व्हाट क्वालिटी प्रोडक्ट यू हैव? इज इट इनोवेटिव? डज इट डिलीवर वैल्यू टू द कस्टमर? चीपर प्रोडक्ट्स. नोटिस कीजिए वो प्रोडक्ट जो आपकी मार्केट में अवेलेबल हैं. अब गांव का रहने वाला भी वही शैंपू मांगता है. 200 रुपए की बोतल नहीं, 3 रुपए का साशे. गांव के ऊपर गांव के अंदर रहने वाला जो है, चाहे वो गांव सिंध का है, सरहद का है, पंजाब का है या बलोचिस्तान का है, वो कहता है जी मुझे भी वो फेस क्रीम चाहिए लेकिन 10 रुपए में चाहिए. कंपनीज दे रही हैं कि नहीं? मल्टीनेशनल कंपनीज दे रही हैं, because the customer is going to have more power, people like you. So is there any intangible service for sale? Think of it. I'll show you and share with you a story. So in other words, my dear students, it is for you to consider. What have you considered? And what would you consider? Your individual knowledge? And how can you contribute this individual knowledge to the institution? So, institutional knowledge. So, my dear students, individual knowledge and institutional knowledge, दो की बात कर रहे हैं हम. नॉलेज मैनेजमेंट की जनरली हम जब बात करते हैं तो हम इंस्टीट्यूशनल नॉलेज की बात करते हैं. मेरे नजदीक इंस्टीट्यूशनल नॉलेज भी उतना ही इंपॉर्टेंट है जितना आपका पर्सनल नॉलेज है. मेरे नजदीक आप ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट हैं. आप नॉलेजेबल होंगे, आप इनोवेटिव होंगे, आपका पर्सनल कैपिटल बढ़ेगा, आप ज्यादा वैल्यूएबल होंगे उस कंपनी के लिए, उस इंस्टीट्यूशन के लिए. तो योर पर्सनल नॉलेज, विल टॉक अबाउट इट, वी कॉल इट टेसिट नॉलेज. हाउ कैन यू अपग्रेड, हाउ कैन यू इंप्रूव, हाउ कैन यू टेक दिस चैलेंज? This is for you as a manager to consider. We'll talk about few more considerations so that you can be ready for the 21st century. And I'm sure you can. On the basis of not more land, not more labor, not more financial capital, but more power of knowledge. More power of knowledge sharing. And we will see how knowledge sharing process makes you knowledgeable. और आप में से जो आईटी के लोग हैं, हाउ नॉलेज क्रिएशन, नॉलेज इनोवेशन और नॉलेज शेयरिंग के प्रोसेस का सिस्टम बनाया जा सकता है. इसलिए कि आप लोग शायद सिस्टम डेवलपमेंट में इंटरेस्टेड होंगे. बट प्लीज कीप इन माइंड, नॉलेज सिस्टम्स आर डिफरेंट देन द इंफॉर्मेशन सिस्टम्स. With these few words, let me say goodbye to you and Khuda Hafiz until next session.